What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? So I'm gonna be uploading a couple of my old matches that I used to be in like Demigod and Grandmaster for because I actually want to talk about a few things about MK1, just in specific in general. Um, so I've noticed a lot of people have been leaving the game. I actually think MK1 is actually really fun. But the downside is a lot of people have been telling me they've been leaving the game because on how inconsistent the game actually is. Like for this morning, this game was actually in servers for almost 6 hours straight, and I didn't even know why. Apparently, there was a patch note today that I didn't even know about until one of my mods told me. Uh, just that, also, before I start, uploading a couple of old matches in Combat League. I'm already at God ranked with Sub-Zero Cyrax, but yeah. So today I'm going to be talking about a few things about the pros and cons about MK1. So I love MK1. Like I really like the aspect of the game. I really like the 2v2 idea. I really like the story mode. The Chaos Reign was a bit disappointing. That was one of my first cons I want to talk about later. But what really got me into this game, honestly, it was the grinding of the game. So what I mean by that is like the labbing, the 2v2 aspect, the tech that you could come up with in this game. Like, don't get me wrong, this game is phenomenal. Like with the fact that this game like literally has like almost everything that a character could want, even if it's quote unquote bad, it still has like its perks. Um, so I the thing I really enjoyed about the game was the uh cameos. I really liked the way how they did the cameos in this game. My favorite cameo right now is Cyrax, and I also really like Sonya Blade. Janet is meh. Janet's like Stento, so she's like boring for me. But majority of the cameos I actually really enjoy. Like Kano, I'm playing Kano with a certain team that I'm not even gonna talk about right now because I'm actually gonna be uploading some projects with Kano. Um, like majority of the cast is for me like it's I think it's like S tier majority of the cast because a lot of the the community was complaining about certain characters like Sub Zero, Melina, what's it called? Katana was getting some complaints too a little bit, and like there was a little bit of like other characters like Johnny Cage like getting whiffed on certain hitboxes. Uh, Sub Zero's back to getting whiffed on hitboxes. Um, that's the only like cons that I have about the game. But besides that, the aspect of the game is just phenomenal. I don't know why people are leaving the game. I guess it's because they don't really understand the 2v2 aspect, or either that they don't have enough content for people. Um, like I actually do think NRS is working on something secretly. Like I still have hope for this game. Uh, the only reason why I haven't been uploading this game for a while is because like I got bored ever since I got to the God rank. So I just wanted to make a little quick video on like how come like I'm gone for a bit. Um, but like playing with friends in this game is actually a lot more fun than playing Combat League. Because I feel like Combat League players don't really understand the aspect of the game. Like, if you're like me or like Sonic Fox or like Stikander or someone who actually knows how to play the actual game, it becomes a lot more fun. But when it comes to like fighting like Combat League beginners, I find it becomes a little bit annoying because all people rely on are the poke system. And this is what I actually wanted to talk to you guys about today. What they should add in MK1 to make the game a little bit more fun. They should add Wi-Fi filters, just because like if you're a wired player, um, you shouldn't be pairing up with like Wi-Fi people um, or really bad connections or stuff like that. Like I actually really do think that's the main reason why the game is actually like dying because there's no Wi-Fi filters, and every time someone wants to play a decent game, they always get up like to 100 ping or like almost 200 ping on the game itself. Like for example, when I was actually playing in God Ranked, I the only thing I actually managed to find were Wi-Fi players. I don't know what the hell was the issue with that. I wonder if there was like a netcode problem. Uh, but for overall, this game is phenomenal. Like majority of you guys, I get you guys have lives and stuff like that. Like I have a job and whatever, but like for this game, this is kind of like my job, kind of. Fighting games has been my job for a little bit longer than I actually thought it would be. Like I actually really enjoy doing this. I like to test stuff out, and like so far, like MKX since when I was streaming, I actually still think MKX is my favorite game of all time, and a lot of people are gonna agree with that because MKX was like just the perfect fighting game. It had like run mechanics, rush down, mix, zoning. It literally had everything for one certain character, and it was a 1v1 game. It wasn't like a 2v2 aspect of the game. But like I said, the reason why I really like enjoy MK1 is because of the 2v2 aspect. There's a lot to lab, and I really like that when it comes to a certain game. I don't like a game where it's like, okay, it's a 1v1. Okay, you're gonna have to lab just this character and certain like characters just to see what works. But with this game, what you have to do is you have to lab both situations of the entire game, where I think a lot of people are like not understanding about the mechanic. Uh, but overall, I think this game is great. I just hope the NRS doesn't kill it off like this. I really hope that they're gonna add more stuff with like Ghostface, the T800, or is it to the T1000? I don't know. I think it's the T1000. Someone let me know in the comments below. Uh, and then there's gonna be like Conan, and I hope they add expansive Cape Combat Pack 3. Because if they're just gonna let the game die off like that, at least add a third combat pack expansion. Because the way how the roster is right now, it's not even complete yet. And I heard rumors that this game is like, even though it's year one, I heard rumors that this game is still technically in beta mode from certain pro players. I could be wrong, but I actually still think that this game is very underdeveloped. Even though it's year one of the full release of Chaos Reign, I still think that people are really downplaying the fact that this game is actually a lot of fun. A lot of people say that this game is boring. I understand if you guys don't have time to like put the game into like its full extent. But to a player like me and like Sick and like Sonic Fox, Ninja Killa, um, and all the high level players like that actually take time. I actually do think this game still has hope. The only thing I ask for the game for the actually like for certain characters is Sub Zero to get buffed on his hitbox. His overhead still misses, and I think that's since been happening since beta. So I just asked to get that fixed. Um, what else? I have other notes that I wanted to go over. The Towers of Time. I think I enjoy Towers of Time more than Invasions. Like Invasions just is just boring. Like you guys have to remove that. Like I understand there's story modes and like side stories to the game, and you understand the like invasion quest, yada yada yada. But it just doesn't make sense to the actual game itself. Yeah, it's invasion's cool, but yeah, it's not worth it, NRS. I actually really hope you guys don't add another invasion inside the actual game. Like the skins are cool, but if you guys want to add a new Combat League season, at least add like a new story mode with every season. I think that would be really cool to see. Um, like I have so many ideas for you guys that I feel like I should get hired, um but this game, bro, I actually do think that this game is very underdeveloped. I actually do think this game needs time to heal. And what I mean by heal, I mean by like let it have its chance because even though it's year one, the game's okay. Me personally, I love the game, but let it, guys, instead of just judging the game, like just give it time. I understand there's new players coming to the game and it makes it fun. Uh, and but it makes it annoying for like players like new beginners, like with all the mashers and stuff. But there are some really good like new players that have been out there, and I've been finding them lately in Combat League, especially in God ranked. Uh, People just don't have the patience to get to God rate, and I don't blame them because of all the mashing stuff. Uh, so that's another pro that I like. Uh, is that everything that I wanted to talk about? Combat League. I wouldn't change Combat League. I think Combat League is okay. I think the point system is actually a lot more fair compared to MK11's point system. Because in MK11, if you lost or like you get desynced, you lose like 100 points for like absolutely no reason, and that was one of the reasons why I actually hated MK11 was just because of the point system in KL. Like I actually really enjoyed the game itself. The mechanics were like really fun too. Like it was a 1v1, but the mechanics were great. MK11, it was just the point system in Combat League that really pissed me off. The Towers of Time was amazing. Uh, I think NRS is just tired of the community just complaining all the time. That's what I really think of what's happening at this point. Because I've noticed like a lot of people on Twitter have just been complaining about the most stupidest stuff ever. Like you guys are still asking to nerf Sub-Zero. Like you guys are fucking like I like guys. I like to the sub mains. Like he needs help, bro. Like the ones who like complain about sub, bro. Like you guys have no brain at all, man. Like yeah, all because he has an overhead, like he needs a nerf. Like his overhead is meant to condition people and stuff like that. It's like he has like one of the worst overheads in the game. I actually do think he needs like a buff in it because of the hurt box. But like he has a really good conditioning overhead. But like I said in my last video, what makes him thrive is his zoning, and a lot of people don't understand that about him. Like Katana's okay. Every other cast in the roster is actually broken, where a lot of people don't realize that. Even Noob Saibot's like really stupid. You get touched like by 2 bars and you lose like 50%, and like it's just like dumb. Havoc, he needs a nerf, bro. Um, the fact that like you can just do what the fuck you want with him, like there needs to be like a sort of aspect to that level of the brain that people have. Um, Homelander, he's all right. Keep him how he is. His overhead's fair. I play against Homelander with sub. I kind of outplay people with them because Sub-Zero is the counterpick to Homelander because of the runaway game that he has. Um, Melina, I would say nerf the damage a bit. Melina's like really stupid in damage, and then everybody says buff Melina, but like you guys just don't know how to play the fucking bitch. But it's okay. Um, what else do I ask for? I would say buffs Kano's laser eye because the fact that you were able to combo off of it, I actually think that was really fair for certain characters like Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero was able to like combo off of his laser eye with 1-2 and then into overhead. And he like lost like 50%, and like that was like the only other cameo that I was gonna use, but until they nerfed it for some reason, I don't know why. Like, but nobody was complaining about that glitch for some reason. But you know, Twitter, you know how they are. Um, Overall, I think this game is great. Like, I actually really do enjoy the game. But my question is, where is the game gonna go from here? Like, is it gonna get more system buffs? Is it gonna get like, are they gonna remove certain bugs? Are they gonna add certain stuff to Towers of Time? Are they gonna keep going with invasion mode? I hope they don't. I hope they add a different story mode, like completely different than invasion mode. Um, I think that's about it, honestly. I have hope for it, but I at the same time I'm losing hope, guys. Like I really want this game to do well. Like I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. Um, I think this is the best MK game I've ever played. Uh, besides MKX, MK11, I don't even want to count about it. Like talk about it. Like I actually enjoyed MK11 to a certain extent, but that game needed help for a lot of the system mechanics. Here's my thing. I would like reversal flawless blocks to come back. Now a lot of people are gonna like say why do you want it back, but um, I really think that if reversal flawless blocks come back, I think it would save the game. I really do think it would save the game. Like, cause yes, you flawless block, but guys, think of it. Why the hell would you wanna, um, what's it called? Why would you wanna like flawless block and then not get any punishes for it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain things about the game that doesn't make sense to me. Like, I understand flawless blocking is reducing chip damage and whatever, but there has to be a purpose to it. Like, certain frames that are punishable on flawless block, you can't even punish them. Like that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Like it doesn't make sense with the hurt box system or like the punishing system. They really have to adjust that and make it more clear. Uh, another thing I really like is the down to up block mechanic. A lot of people don't abuse that enough. It actually saves a lot of people's lives in the roster. Like Sub Zero, you lose like 45% off of one bar. Katana, you lose 50% off of no bar. Melina, she's just fucked up. Cyrax, I'm not too sure about. I don't really play her. She might be my next project. Uh, the Halloween fatalities and the Christmas fatalities, I actually want to like those are one of my favorite fatalities in the entire game. Because it's seasonal and that was actually something new that they actually did add, which was never done before. I don't think it was. Let me know in the comments. I think it was done in UMK3. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for this. Also, I just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who's supported to the channel. The fact that we managed to get to 1,056 subscribers, this entire franchise of this game, like I am very grateful, guys. Like you guys have no idea on like how much this means to me. Like this is like what I kind of do as my spare time. It's my second job, kind of, which is MK and like beta testing, gaming testing. My next game is going to be Kingdom Hearts 4, because it's the last one and I really want to like no life that game for a bit. Like I will be getting off of the MK franchise for a bit for my main channel. I did this before with MK, I think it was MKX and MK11. I did this with Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 2. I took a huge break from Mortal Kombat just because I wanted to no life like the other fighting Disney game. Like, bro, that game is still so fun. I'm actually playing it off stream on my PS5. I'm trying to get everything unlocked again. Um, I also play Dream Drop Distance too. That game is also really good. That soundtrack is really good. Uh, I think for now, since like my uh like the since I'm at God ranked, I think I'm gonna like hold off MK1's content for now, and I think I'm gonna stream Final Fantasy. Because a lot of people have been telling me to play that game, especially Final Fantasy 15. Apparently, that's like the hardest game ever. So I think I'm gonna go with like Square Enix's games again. I actually want to play like Final Fantasy 7 and 15. Uh, but I already did Elden Ring. I did the DLC. The DLC was really good. Probably my favorite Soulsborne DLC ever. Uh, Dark Souls 3 still has a heart for me, but yeah, okay. All right, guys. I think that's all I wanted to talk about, but I will see you guys in Final Fantasy. I am going to be taking a few weeks off of this game because I'm already at God ranked. If I stream the game, it's just because I want to get to Elder God, but like as of content for this game, I think it's gonna like die down a bit because it's just like dead, and like I don't think anybody wants to watch this game constantly all the time. So all right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for 1,056 strong, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.